Are you interested in learning about how to become an MLO? A mortgage loan originator, or MLO, is a professional who serves a vital function in the real estate industry by helping borrowers navigate the mortgage loan process. In fact, well-trained and responsible loan officers are on the front lines in maintaining the stability of the home buying market. They are a big part of why mortgage fraud and foreclosure rates dropped significantly since the market crisis of 2008. How do they do this? Well, loan originators are pivotal to the mortgage loan process because they're the primary contact for borrowers. They're responsible for compiling all the necessary information for the loan application, presenting borrowers with loan options that make sense for them, keeping accurate and thorough records on all transactions, and coordinating with others in the industry, like realtors, underwriters, and title companies. Now, you probably have a lot of questions, so let's go over everything you need to think about before you originate your first loan. To start, mortgage loan originators are required to be licensed in their respective state and to maintain that license year after year. Before you begin originating, you are required to register with the Nationwide Multi-State Licensing System and Registry, also known as the NMLSR. You'll then undergo a credit and criminal background check and take 20 hours of pre-licensure education courses, which is comprised of the following from an approved provider: 3 hours of federal law and regulations, 3 hours of ethics on fraud, consumer protection, and fair lending, 2 hours of training related to lending standards, and 12 hours of elective instruction on mortgage origination. Now that's the federal baseline, but to originate in any given state, you may need to complete additional state-specific pre-licensing education. Now, here's where the NMLS lays out these requirements for you. Next, originators deal with borrowers' sensitive financial information every day. They also act as a liaison with lending institutions. Lenders need to be able to have loans repaid, borrowers need to stay in their homes, and the MLO is a cornerstone to ensuring that both are in the best situation possible. Because of this, mortgage loan originators are required to meet certain credit and financial requirements and have a clean criminal history. In fact, the following scenarios are likely to result in the rejection of your license application: any criminal conviction related to fraud, any felony in the last 7 years, a poor credit history, including foreclosure or other significant unpaid debts, or a previously revoked MLO license in another state. The last step is to take the SAFE MLO test, which is governed by the Secure and Fair Enforcement Act for Mortgage Licensing of 2008. This act sets the standards and requirements for the test, which evaluates candidates on their knowledge of state and federal mortgage lending laws. The test must be passed with a score of at least 75%, and not everyone's able to pass it on their first try. From there, you'll need to get sponsored by a lending organization before you can start originating any loans. However, don't forget about the continuing education courses that are necessary to keep that license active. MLOs are required to complete at least 8 hours of NMLS-approved CE, though that number may go up if you're licensed in certain states. It's the MLO's responsibility to complete this education and the renewal process. If you fail to do so, you could end up losing your license. So as we've seen, becoming a mortgage loan originator can be quite the process. But if you're the kind of person that prefers to be a perpetual student, is dedicated to following established compliance guidelines and doing things right, and is genuinely interested in helping borrowers with their mortgage needs, then becoming an MLO might be the right move for you. That's all for us, but if you want to find out more, check out trythecoop.com.